5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. In the course of a democratic society, the importance of maintaining transparency and accountability in government functioning cannot be overstated. Every administrative officer, elected representative, and public servant must discharge his or her duties with a sense of dedication, responsibility, and fairness. The progress of a nation depends to a large extent on the efficiency of its administrative machinery. In this regard, the conduct of business in legislative assemblies plays a crucial role in shaping the policies that govern the lives of citizens. The proceedings of the legislative bodies must be conducted in an orderly, respectful, and disciplined manner. Each member of the legislature has a right to express his or her opinion, raise matters of public concern, and seek accountability from the government of the day. Questions are asked and answered with due decorum, and discussions are held on various bills, motions, and resolutions. The purpose of these discussions is to deliberate upon matters affecting the public and to bring attention to areas where administrative action is required. It is through such debates and interactions that the voice of the people is represented and heard. While discussing a matter of urgent public importance, members often rise to make special mentions or give notices for calling attention to a particular issue. These tools of parliamentary practice ensure that the government remains alert to the needs and problems of the citizens. Whether the issue is related to the shortage of essential commodities, law and order situation, damage due to natural calamities, or the need for development projects in backward regions, the elected representatives are expected to raise these matters forcefully and with sincerity. In a civilized democratic system, it is also necessary for the executive to respond effectively to the concerns raised by the legislature. Ministers are duty-bound to provide factual and timely replies to the questions raised and assure the House of appropriate action wherever required. If a member is not satisfied with the response, he or she may seek further clarification or, in some cases, demand a discussion on the subject. Such procedures ensure that governance remains people-centric and the machinery of the state does not lose its direction. In the context of legal proceedings, it is essential that the rule of law be upheld in letter and spirit. Every individual has the right to seek justice through the courts, and the courts have a sacred duty to ensure that justice is not only done but also seen to be done. Legal terminology must be used accurately and precisely, as the language of law is a tool of fairness and equity. Advocates, judges, and court officials are expected to follow the due process and abide by the provisions of law as enacted by the competent legislature. In matters of public administration, the role of civil servants is vital. They are the backbone of governance and policy implementation. They must act without fear or favor and ensure that the benefits of government schemes and policies reach the intended beneficiaries. Regular inspection, effective supervision, timely reporting, and transparent record-keeping are some of the basic requirements for good administration. If any irregularity is detected, prompt remedial action must be taken, and those responsible must be held accountable. In recent times, the demand for greater transparency in governance has led to the adoption of various reforms. These include the implementation of digital platforms for public services, proactive disclosure of information under the Right to Information mechanism, simplification of procedures, and grievance redressal mechanisms. The purpose of such reforms is to minimize human interference, reduce the scope for corruption, and enhance efficiency. Communication in official matters must be clear, concise, and courteous. Whether it is correspondence between government departments, notices issued to the public, or internal memos, the tone and structure of communication must reflect professionalism and respect. Official letters must be addressed properly, and the content should include relevant facts, clear instructions, and appropriate timelines. Delays in communication often result in confusion and inefficiency. Therefore, timely dispatch and acknowledgement of official correspondence must be ensured. One of the key features of a well-functioning administrative system is the maintenance of proper records. Files must be maintained with all relevant documents, correspondence, and approvals. Each file should carry an index page, a note sheet, and a correspondence portion. The note sheet should reflect a logical sequence of developments, including observations, recommendations, and decisions. Records should be preserved as per the retention schedule and made available for reference as and when needed. Training and capacity building of public servants is also of immense importance. With changes in policy, technology, and public expectations, continuous learning is required. Workshops, seminars, and refresher courses help in enhancing the skills and knowledge of the workforce. Emphasis must be placed on developing analytical thinking, decision-making ability, and ethical conduct. Public servants must always remember that they are there to serve the people and not to exercise authority for personal gain. Public grievances must be handled with sensitivity and promptness. A citizen who approaches an office with a complaint or a request must be treated with respect. The complaint must be recorded properly, and the concerned officer must take steps to resolve the issue within the prescribed time limit. Feedback must also be taken from the complainant to ensure that the solution provided is satisfactory. Repeated complaints on the same issue indicate either negligence or inefficiency and must be dealt with strictly. The importance of punctuality and discipline in public service cannot be ignored. Every officer and employee must report to duty on time, complete his or her work within the time allotted, and maintain a record of activities. Unnecessary delays and absenteeism adversely affect public service delivery. Therefore, supervisory officers must keep a regular check on the attendance and performance of their subordinates. In conclusion, whether it is the functioning of the legislature, the conduct of legal proceedings, or the administration of public services, the guiding principles must be accountability, transparency, efficiency, and fairness. These values form the foundation of a just and prosperous society. Stop.